Across from the Superstition,
I'm gonna,
open and ready to serve you with the largest.
you know, I'm still
and now until the end of the year, we want to give you
have
a
these
free
people
blanket when you purchase
telling me
one of
to
our
send them
restaurants.
and verify
Receive
my
copies
phone
and
number.
supplies, food
So when I
selection,
do that,
compression
I'm
stockings, scooters in every price range.
I'm sitting
Of
here
course, bath and safety products.
with the same number
Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 6.
on a
Saturdays,
pad
10 to 4.
that
Sundays. We can't wait to meet
Cricket
you.
wrote down for me because I just have problems remembering numbers being a vet.
Holiday Magic.
I put this number in over and over,
Diamond hoop earrings because you
and it's only because of this story that I'm trying to get ABC
a diamond tennis bracelet because she gives
/15 or whatever. I have the app on the phone too, and they said this: if you have a video or if you have a comment, send it to them. Every time I try to do that, and I got AZ Arizona app on, and I got ABC 15 app on, and I try to send them to either one of them. Where the problem comes in is where I tell them about how they are always angry, and this sounds real petty and
Shane Company and ShaneCo.com. Every driver's had it.
just not worth mentioning in the context that I'm mentioning it now. About we're angry about our weather being cold in Chicago, Illinois, and how we envy Arizona, and they have bragging rights and stuff. But I can't put things together too much now because my train of thought is off, and sometimes I have to explain stuff as I get them in mind to do. So right now it's just my broken thoughts and speech and stuff is not making sense. So what I have in mind to do is go to, after I take one of my neighbors to his doctor's appointment, is to stop by the Cricket store and tell them the problem I'm having with these apps telling me to verify my phone number. And it's not really even the apps, it's Google gives me the problem, it's Facebook and YouTube telling me that is not my number, verify my number, and kind of threatening me to not be able to even send my messages or my thoughts out to anyone. Mainly what this is for is to keep me from being so angry and acting out physically on someone else or some other thing. And so it's my only form of self-therapy for myself. And now that I'm shorted on that and stumped on that, it makes it where I can't even do that for my own therapy, like almost like someone is forcing you to get yourself in trouble. Because I guess a lot of times I wear my heart on my sleeve or whatever. And it's just terrible. It's just something else. So to make sure that I'm not doing something wrong, and then later on find out that it was only something that I was supposed to click or push, I'm going to where I bought the phone, and I'm gonna get them to see if I can get this video and this app lined up to voice my opinion, like they tell everybody else. If you know something, if you see something, say something, or if you want to talk about something, call Joe and all this other bullshit. So I'm going to make sure that that's not my fault, that they're not understanding. This is the number of the phone that I just bought at Cricket. After that, if they say that it's nothing that you're doing wrong, they're just messing with you, I'm going to see who I can sue. But until then, I'm going to just hold my temper and keep my thoughts and find out what I want to do. But that's basically what I'm going to do today. I'm going to take my neighbor to his doctor's appointment, and then I'm going to see what's going on. I should have asked this young lady at this gas station that I always wash my car across the street, and she's like a little motor mouth. She really talks, but she's nice. A young kid, and they're more familiar with phones and electronics and stuff, and it's really important to me to try to have a connection with stuff that I'm bombarded with on TV for 7 years, you know, and it gets to be unbearable, because every time you turn on something, when you don't want to spend $300 or $400 for cable TV, and I can afford it, but then again, I can't afford to change my life because of how local TV is advertised, because most of it is a lie and deceiving. Like years ago, when I was talking about, and not a lot of years ago, about 7, I was talking about how they have fundraisings and GoFunds and all that stuff until they start getting caught, as I would say something, not like I was a total person that caught everybody. I just caught a lot of people, even up to Governor Ducey. And so they seem like they switched from that to lawsuits, roundup, all kind of shit, you know. And I just get tired of hearing it. But the last straw that broke the camel's back the other day was them saying that how we hate them for their weather, which as you hear now, it sounds real petty, but it wasn't. It was nothing petty and joking about it, because in the same few days, I heard a radio station talk about the California people, how they can't, I don't see how they could stand to live up there with the cost of living and being the way it is, and things being the way they are, and it was nothing but an envious person talking from a radio station with so many people hanging on every word they said, with an attitude like that, and I was just outdone. I was outdone, and what it added up to was whenever these people would finally get here, whether they had to move here from being burnt out of their house, they was going to get fucked, you know, and so it was like they was so envious of them, and now that they're coming, they're gonna pay, and that's how the message came across. Now they're gonna pay. Quite naturally, they didn't say it, but they meant it. And that same ideology was used with the cold snap in Chicago and other places nearby, about their bragging rights up here, and look how cold it is. But we, like I say, fortify ourselves in the wintertime. We look forward to spring and the first bud on the tree, and the beautiful falling leaves that we see when the seasons change. Here is beautiful too, mostly all green and tan, but it has its beauty too. But no one dwells on how envious Texas should be or Phoenix should be because of their heat and snakes, which is a bunch of snakes up here. Some walk on two legs. We never dwell on that, but it is almost like when you finally get here, you're gonna get fucked. My friend's a Caucasian guy, and he's a really church-going guy, so I'm gonna cut this short because he's easily he gets nervous easily. So anyway, that's my plans, to see if I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do to get connection to this app. Thank you.